Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. In this week's edition of the Business Review, the Jamaica Public Service, JPS, pledges to roll out full island-wide charging stations for electric cars by early next year.
The future of transportation in Jamaica is electric. That's the word from Senior Vice President of JPS's Business Development, Diane Nugent. She says Jamaica will have island-wide public charging stations for electric cars as early as the first quarter of next year.
So our plan is to actually have the infrastructure start the rollout of infrastructure within this year. And we are targeting that by first quarter next year that we should have a fulsome coverage across the island. We believe that JPS has an important role for coverage. We want you to know that if you're going to Portland, you can find a charging station somewhere easily and conveniently, anywhere across this island. And so we hope to be able to complete that by early next year.
The Light and Power Company is also gearing up to improve its electric supply in anticipation that the electric cars might take a toll on its current network.
We are prudent planners of our network. So as we roll out, we are forecasting what that demand will look like for vehicles on our road network. And do remember that in our normal course of operations, we have to anticipate growing demand. So that is a feature of how we operate as a business.
But how exactly will the public charging system work and who will benefit?
So public charging is where we are going, this is JPS saying wherever you are, if you go to this location, you are able to access it, no problem. You don't have to have any sort of barrier to entry. In terms of charging facilities on private properties, those exist. They would have to make a determination if they are also publicly accessible. No, we would just want to make sure that everybody is clear that JPS is the one who sells kilowatt hours energy, right?
As for those who currently own vehicles with combustible engines, JPS is exploring the option of retrofitting them to aid the transition to electric power.
What are the options for you who have a regular internal combustion engine vehicle? How do you get into the electric vehicle space? Is there a way to actually retrofit? Those are some of the things that we want to be able to communicate so that you are enabled to be a part of what's happening in terms of the deployment and the growth of electric vehicles on the island.
Ms. Nugent says the JPS is creating a roadmap from countries that have already made the transition to electric cars and is already well on its way to implementing the strategies which will make the transition seamless.
We will not be caught flat-footed on this one. We have the experiences of many other jurisdictions who have been in this space, and we are benefiting from their experience as well.
For the Business Review, I am Dashan Hendricks. The future of transportation in Jamaica is